the area that we was in, people come, they come and went, and the good guys always stayed there. And it was ready to fight.
Right.
And it was a good area. I mean, when you look at the guys that was on top, you had Sonny Liston, you had Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, you had Ron Lyle, you had all these people like that, Ken Norton, and you had all these guys in the top clean, plus what England had over there, Henry Cooper, Brian London, people like that. And every one of them could fight. And they had, and they was winning fighters, most of them.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like that the fighter didn't have much of a group to fight with, because everybody was there.
Right.
You had Floyd Patterson.
Yep.
I wanted to fight Floyd Patterson, but never happened. He didn't want to fight me. So that fight never happened. Cleveland Williams, another good fighter in that area. Doug Jones, you had Jimmy Ellis.
Yeah.
And it was just
Chevalo, did you fight Chevalo?
Chevalo.
You fought him up in Toronto, right?
That's right.
Yeah, is that where you won the title? Or?
Yes.
Yeah. Talk about, Maple Leaf Gardens, it's in his backyard, you're going in there with the title on the line. Just talk about that.
Well, what he did, he was so sure that he was going to win, he just took for granted. I guess he thought all he had to do was show up. But, that was not a hard fight for me to fight. He was there. He was right on the end of my jab all the way through the fight. And I opened him up from time to time. He was a hard guy to knock out. But, the fight went fine.
Yeah.
And I won the fight.
Yeah.
And he thought that he won. I can't see how he could think that, but he did.
Now, let's talk quickly about the Ali fight. And, a lot of people have a negative connotation in their mind from that fight, the way Ali behaved. How do you feel about that fight? And all these years later, what's your thoughts on Ali?
Ali, at that fight, we went through the Golden Gloves together and all that stuff. So we knew each other. That's what was so bad about it. We knew each other. I knew him and he knew me. I drove him home once in his car from Kentucky to Louisville. Met his mother and father. So all of the stuff that he was talking didn't do anything to me, because I knew him.
Yeah.
And the people who was watching it, it just got out of hand some kind of way. It was just the wrong. It wasn't needed in that time then. It just come out bad. We'll give folks a bad name, But the fight with him, he was a good fighter. He was a good fighter. In the second round, he caught me around the neck, pulled my head like this, and boomed like in the eye. And that made my eye break through the vein down there, where the eye got tangled up in a vein, and it wouldn't turn. So I was seeing an Ali straight, and this other eye would follow him around.
Right. And it also got very swollen.
Right. So that's why I had to develop another style. If you look, I had some sort of peekaboo style that I was fighting, which was not fundamental of me.
Right.
And I had to do that because there were two guys out there, like fighting two guys, one over here and one over there. So I couldn't give my fight, the fight that I had trained for to beat him. I couldn't do that. And so he wound up winning the fight. But he didn't do that, but he did. He caught me around the neck and boom, 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 with his thumb right in my eye. And
What's your thoughts on Ali today when you see him?
Well, when I see him, he's just a regular guy. I go see him and we talk about old times and stuff like that. He do a few jabs of cunning and clowning, but it's fine. I mean, I went to England to go to a place over there who was trying to help find a cure for him, the disease he had. I went to England and I went to Louisville to try to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I've been working hard as I can to get him straight.
Yeah.
You know, and I just hate to see anybody like him